Welcome everyone to Misano Circuit for a very special Thursday night of racing. This is event 3 of our 5-event sprint race championship, meaning we're hitting race 7 of 15 tonight.
It's always a unique challenge to have all 3 races on one evening. As a driver, you have to be so switched on for every single lap. The consistency really matters, something I learned the hard way in my career.
Indeed, Sky. And the championship standings are incredibly tight. Mac McFarquhar just 4 points ahead of John Astrop at the top, both pro drivers setting the stage for some serious battles.
Then you have Neil Constable-Berry leading the AM class right there in 3rd overall. It shows just how competitive this championship is across all the driver classes, Pro AM, and AM. Every position, every point is vital tonight.
Daniel Cochise, 5th in the overall championship and an AM class driver, starts from pole position here at Misano. What a qualifying effort from him.
Yeah, that's a fantastic spot to be. From a driver's perspective, pole always feels great, but the pressure to convert it into a strong result is immense. You can see how strong the AM class drivers are in general, with Jimmy Lindo and Nigel Walters right up there too.
Absolutely. The top 4 are all AM class drivers, truly impressive. But looking further back, Elliott Nort, with 3 wins under his belt and sitting 4th in the championship, finds himself down in P15.
That's a tough ask for Elliott. Coming through the pack, especially at a circuit like Misano, requires precision and patience. He'll be looking to make up ground quickly, but it's a huge opportunity for drivers like Cochise and Chris Stokes further up the grid to really capitalize on points in both the overall and class championships tonight.
The lights are out and we are underway here at Misano.
What a start. Green flags flying and the battle begins.
Barely 10 seconds in, and Elliott Norton is already on the charge. He's just moved past Phil Bodkin.
Exactly what the 3-time race winner needed to do. Starting from P15, he's got a lot of ground to make up in the championship hunt, so early overtakes are crucial.
Jody Fannin making a move now, past John Boontakis for P10.
Oh, and they've made contact. That was a brave move by Fannin, but it's ended with both cars having a moment there. When you're fighting for position like that, it's so easy for things to go wrong.
Elliott Norton continues to carve through the field, making quick work of David Johnston.
But a moment of madness there. Johnston spins Norton. The stewards have already judged that a penalty, and David Johnston's day is quickly getting worse, losing several positions in a hurry.
Chris Stokes making a move now. He's found a way past Jody Fannin for P8.
Oh, but Fannin fights back immediately. That's a great response, taking the spot right back from Stokes.
And Stokes is not so fast. He reclaims the position once again. What a feisty battle for P8.
Now Stokes has the momentum. He's already made up another spot, past David Constable-Berry. He's really pushing now.
And still he climbs. Chris Stokes, the Pro AM driver, has just dispatched Joel Lemrich, now up to P6. John Boontakis making his way forward now, getting past David Constable-Berry for P11.
And the AM driver keeps pushing. He's found a way past Elliott Norton, now into the top 9. Great progress from him.
Chaos now as Boontakis, Norton, and Dominic Fovargue all get involved. There's contact between them.
Such a tight bunch of cars there, easy for things to go wrong. Boontakis loses a spot to David Johnston in the aftermath.
Phil Bodkin on the move. He's just gone past Josh Mitchell, gaining a spot.
That's an important gain for Bodkin, clawing back some ground. Every position counts for these AM drivers, particularly with the class championships still very open.
David Constable-Berry making some ground now. He's just overtaken John Boontakis for P11.
Good move there from Constable-Berry. He's a Pro-Am driver, so he'll be keen to get up amongst his class rivals as the race progresses.
And he keeps on pushing. Constable-Berry has now passed Dominic Fovargue as well, moving up another spot to P10.
He's really found his rhythm in this stint, making strong, decisive moves. That's how you climb the order in a sprint race.
John Boontakis makes the pass. He's through on Dominic Fovargue, taking P11.
That's an important move from the AM driver, gaining on a Pro-Am competitor. Fovargue will need to respond quickly.
They are still incredibly close, nose to tail as they navigate the circuit.
When you're this close, every braking point, every turn-in has to be perfect. One small mistake and the position is gone.
And Fovargue is right on his rear wing, looking for the opportunity to strike back.
He gets it done. Fovargue reclaims P11, but Boontakis instantly fights back. What a sequence of overtakes.
Phil Bodkin with a late surge. He's just moved past John Boontakis to take P11.
An important overtake for Bodkin, gaining ground on another AM driver. Every point is crucial, especially in these final stages.
Elliot Norton finds his way past Greg Saba. He's up to P6 now.
Great move from Norton, continuing his climb through the field. That's a valuable points finish in the making for the Pro-Am driver.
Jody Fannin takes P11 from John Buntakis.
But Buntakis immediately responds. They're swapping places repeatedly, a real fight for position.
And contact. Fannin and Buntakis make heavy contact there. Such a shame after such a great battle. David Constableberry making a late move, getting past David Johnston for P8.
That's an important gain for the Pro-Am driver. He's showing good pace right to the end of this race.
And it's Jimmy Lindo who takes the checkered flag at Misano. What a victory for the AM class driver, starting from P3.
An incredible drive from Jimmy. The pressure must have been immense, but he held on. And just behind him, Jareth Hallam, the Pro-Am driver, crosses the line in second after starting P2.
Right on their heels, Nigel Walters brings it home in third. Another AM class driver on the podium. What a finish from those top three.
To have two AM drivers and a Pro-Am driver make up the podium, all starting right at the front, shows the depth of talent throughout the field. That's a well-deserved win for Lindo and a fantastic result for both class championships tonight.
What an opening race here at Misano. Jimmy Lindo takes a fantastic victory from third on the grid, leading a strong charge from the AM and Pro-Am drivers at the front.
Yeah, it was a race full of action and drama. We saw incredible battles for position and unfortunately some moments of contact that shuffled the pack, especially for drivers like Elliot Norton who had to fight hard from the back.
Absolutely, and with that win, Lindo gains big points, shaking up the AM championship even further. Every single position will matter tonight, with 2 more races to come.
This kind of race really highlights the challenges of a sprint championship. You have to be aggressive, but also stay clean. It's a fine line, and some certainly found it harder than others out there today.
Welcome back to Misano for race 8 of our sprint championship. After that thrilling opener, the championship standings have certainly seen some movement.
They absolutely have, Hal. Jimmy Lindo's fantastic win has propelled him up to P7 overall, a huge leap from P8 before, and it really tightens the AM Class Championship.
And look at Jareth Hallam. His second place finish saw him jump from P17 all the way to P15 overall. A huge points haul for the Pro-Am driver.
Even Elliot Norton, despite some early race drama, managed to gather valuable points, holding on to 4th in the overall standings. Every position is vital in this championship fight, and those points really add up quickly.
And now for race 8, we have a reverse grid start here at Misano. That means Josh Mitchell, P20 in the championship, starts on pole position for this one.
This is where it gets really interesting. From a driver's perspective, starting from the back on a reverse grid is all about patience and picking your moments. You have to be aggressive, but also smart to avoid incidents.
Jimmy Lindo, our race 7 winner, finds himself at the very back in P15. Elliot Norton, Daniel Cochise, and Nigel Walters, all high up in their respective class championships, are also down the order.
It's a huge opportunity for drivers like Mitchell, Snape, and Buntakis up front to gain valuable points in the AM class standings, but expect those faster drivers to be absolutely flying through the field.
The lights are out once again here at Misano, and race 8 is go.
Fantastic getaway from the front of the grid. The field charges into turn 1.
Jody Fannin making a move straight away. He's just dispatched Phil Bodkin.
Expected really with the reverse grid. The Pro and Pro-Am drivers will be pushing hard from the start to make up positions quickly.
Jareth Hallam on the charge. He's just gone past Nigel Walters.
But Walters bites back immediately. That's a great fight for position between the AM and Pro-Am drivers, neither one giving an inch.
Elliot Norton is already involved in the thick of it, trading places early on with Daniel Cochise and Chris Stokes.
And contact. Elliot Norton has rear-ended David Johnston, spinning him around. The stewards have already judged that a penalty for Norton.
Trouble now. Daniel Cochise and Chris Stokes have made contact.
They were fighting hard for position there, trying to make up ground. These incidents can be so frustrating as a driver.
Josh Mitchell, our pole sitter, is rapidly losing ground now. He's just been swamped by several cars in quick succession.
This is exactly what you expect in a reverse grid. The frontrunners from the previous race are just carving through. It's a tough day for Mitchell, but he'll be gaining valuable experience battling in the pack.
Nigel Walters makes a move on Daniel Cochise for P5.
Oh, but Cochise immediately takes the position back. These two AM drivers are really pushing each other.
And now Dominic Fovargue finds a way past Walters as well. The battle for those mid-pack points is intense. Nigel Walters makes a move on David Constable-Berry, but they made contact.
A real tangle there between the AM and Pro-Am drivers. It's so easy for things to go wrong in these tight battles.
And Jimmy Lindo takes advantage, moving past Constable-Berry. He's dropped a few spots now.
He really needs to regroup and find his rhythm. You can lose so much ground if you get caught up in these skirmishes.
Constable-Berry losing out again. Norton and Fovargu both get through.
But instantly, Fovargu is challenged, and Constable-Berry bites back, reclaiming the spot from him.
Phil Bodkin with a move on Josh Mitchell for P12.
They're really fighting hard at the back of the pack, these two AM drivers. Neither wants to concede.
And they're swapping positions back and forth. Bodkin just edging ahead, but Mitchell immediately reclaims it. Chris Stokes takes P7 from David Constable-Berry.
But Constable-Berry immediately responds, trying to get the position back. Oh, and contact. Stokes has spun Constable-Berry, and the stewards have already given him a penalty.
That's a very costly mistake from Stokes. He's dropped places to Jareth Hallam and Elliot Norton in the aftermath. Greg Sabo makes a move, getting past Josh Mitchell.
Every position matters out there, especially for these AM drivers battling for those crucial points.
Nigel Walters makes a key move, passing John Boontakis for P4.
That's a great late race overtake from Walters. He's really pushing to maximize his points here.
Chris Stokes fighting back late on. He's just past David Constable-Berry for P10.
It's been a tough race for Stokes with that penalty, but he's still pushing hard for every available point.
And it's Jody Fannin who takes the victory here at Misano in race 8. What a superb drive from P5 on the grid.
Absolutely brilliant from Fannin. Winning a reverse grid race from that far back shows real racecraft. Rich Snape holds on for a strong second place after starting P2.
And Daniel Cochise, who started way back in P12, rounds out the podium in third. What a recovery drive for the AM class driver.
That's a huge result for Cochise, really maximizing his points after a tough race. Coming through the field like that is incredibly rewarding as a driver. It was a clean and decisive performance.
What a race that was here at Misano. Race 8 of the championship. Jody Fannin took a brilliant victory, carving his way through the reverse grid from 5th on the start.
Yeah, that was a masterclass in navigating traffic, and a fantastic recovery drive from Daniel Cochise to snag a podium from P12 on the grid. That really shows the potential of these AM drivers.
Absolutely. Rich Snape also held strong for a solid second place. But we saw plenty of action and penalties, with drivers like Elliot Norton and Chris Stokes having challenging races after incidents.
This reverse grid really shook things up and highlighted the talent right across the field. It sets us up perfectly for the final race of the night.
Welcome back to Misano for the final race of the night, race 9. And what a shakeup we've seen in the championship standings after race 8.
Incredible, Hal. Daniel Cochise, an AM class driver, is now leading the entire championship. That podium finish in the reverse grid race was absolutely massive for him.
Indeed. He's jumped ahead of Mac McFarquhar and John Strop at the very top. Nigel Walters, another AM driver, is also now up to 3rd overall. It's truly a testament to their consistency.
Jody Fannin's win in race 8 also saw him climb significantly, a huge boost for him. It just shows how quickly points can change things in this championship. Every single lap of every race matters.
Here we are for the final race of the night, race 9, and it's Jareth Hallam on pole position. The Pro AM driver leads the field to green.
Hallam will be keen to convert that into a big points haul, especially after climbing up the championship standings in the previous race. But look at P2, Elliot Norton, a 3-time race winner, right beside him.
And the current championship leader, Daniel Cochise, is in P3. What a crucial position for the AM driver to start from as he looks to consolidate his lead.
When you're leading the championship, you dream of starting at the front like this. You want to control the race from the get-go. Then you have Nigel Walters, 3rd in the overall standings, starting P5, another strong AM driver near the front.
The lights are out for the final time tonight here at Misano.
Green, green, green. The last race of this event is underway.
Jody Fannin making an early move now. He's just sliced past Phil Bodkin.
And the pack is really bunching up behind Greg Sabo. Fannin is part of a multiple car overtake, moving quickly through the field.
Huge incident out on track. Multiple cars involved in what looks like a big pile-up.
Oh my goodness, that was a massive one. So many cars collected in that, it just unraveled in an instant.
Josh Mitchell, Nigel Walters, Phil Bodkin, John Boontakis, David Constable Berry all caught up in that. Absolute chaos.
That's going to have a massive impact on the points for a lot of these drivers, especially for those fighting in the AM and Pro-Am championships.
And as expected, the safety car is out. We'll have a neutralization of the race.
This will give everyone a chance to reset. For those who avoided the chaos, it's an opportunity to close up to the leaders.
The field is now bunched up behind the safety car, and it will be coming in this lap.
This is where the drivers need to be absolutely focused. Get a good restart, and the race can turn on a dime.
The safety car is in, and we are back to green flag racing.
Greg Sabo will be trying to hold his position, but with this restart, everyone will be looking to gain ground.
Elliot Norton makes a fantastic move. He's just gone past Daniel Cochise for the lead.
Oh, but Cochise is not giving up that top spot easily. He bites back immediately, reclaiming the position.
Elliot Norton takes the lead once again from Daniel Cochise.
That's a critical move from Norton, who is always a threat to win. Cochise will be pushing hard to respond.
David Johnston on the move, getting past David Constable Berry along with Greg Sabo.
And Johnston keeps pushing. He's just gone past Sabo as well. Great work there from the AM driver.
Jimmy Lindo, our Race 7 winner, has just taken P2 from Daniel Cochise.
Lindo is making a big statement here in the championship. That's a huge overtake on the current championship leader.
Phil Bodkin making a move on David Constable Berry for P12.
Oh, but Constable Berry is right back on him. These two drivers are in a real fight, swapping positions.
Bodkin tries again, and he gets through. He's got the move done this time.
But Constable Berry is tenacious. He dives back inside, taking the spot back. Unbelievable wheel-to-wheel action.
And once more, Bodkin finds a way past. This is a fantastic battle for position. Jareth Hallam, the pole sitter, is now fighting for position down in P4 with Jody Fannin.
He's been under pressure for a while now. Fannin, the Race 8 winner, is certainly on a charge.
And Fannin reclaims the position. Hallam drops a spot there.
Now, Chris Stokes is challenging Hallam. These Pro-Am drivers are really going at it.
Stokes gets past. Hallam losing places now after a strong start.
But Hallam is not giving up. He gets the position back. No, Stokes reclaims it again. Incredible.
Dominic Fovargue on the move. He's just taken P7 from Rich Snape.
Snape instantly fights back. These two are really pushing each other. A proper battle for those points.
They're still nose to tail, waiting for the next opportunity.
And Fovargue gets it done again. He makes the move stick this time, taking the position from Snape.
Nigel Walters makes a late race pass on David Johnston for P9.
Great move from Walters. He's showing his racecraft to pull that off in the final stages.
Jareth Hallam and Chris Stokes make contact. Hallam gets a warning from the stewards for turning in.
And the pole sitter is now dropping positions rapidly. Rich Snape and Dominic Fovargue both find a way through.
And it's Elliot Norton who takes the checkered flag here at Misano in race 9. What a fantastic drive from P2 on the grid.
Brilliant victory for Norton, his 4th of the season. And Daniel Cochise, the championship leader, brings it home in a crucial 2nd place.
That's a huge result for Cochise, cementing his championship lead after a challenging night. A great strategic drive from him. And Jimmy Lindo crosses the line in 3rd position. A superb podium finish for him, starting from P6.
Another brilliant result for Lindo. That's 2 podiums tonight. Consistency is key in a championship like this, and he's delivering massively for the AM class.
What a way to round off a thrilling night of racing here at Misano. Elliot Norton takes a brilliant victory in race 9.
Absolutely, but it was Daniel Cochise's crucial 2nd place finish that really solidified his championship lead tonight. And Jimmy Lindo, another podium for him.
The early race multi-car incident completely reshaped the field, bringing out the safety car and catching out some key drivers like Nigel Walters.
That safety car restart really set up the final push for position. It's been a challenging night with all 3 races, but the drivers certainly delivered on the action.
What an incredible night of racing here at Misano. 3 sprint races, 3 winners, and a championship table that has been completely shaken up.
Absolutely, Hal. The biggest story has to be Daniel Cochise, an AM class driver now leading the entire championship. Starting the evening in fifth, that's an incredible achievement, showing true consistency and pace.
And what about Elliot Norton? Now up to second overall with 4 wins to his name. Meanwhile, Mac McFarquhar and John Estrop, who were leading, have both slipped down the order.
It just goes to show you, in a championship like this, every single race and every point counts. Drivers like Jimmy Lindo and Nigel Walters, both AM drivers, are now right there in the top 3 as well. It's truly a wide open title fight with 6 races to go. Anything can happen.